One that I gave, have a plan, by having pillars of governance in place, policy, privacy, ethics, and disclaimers. That in itself gives a framework that people know how to participate and what to do. The second part of that, though, is keep calm and carry on. Make no mistake, you will have detractors. But having a triage plan, what happens when we do get a detractor on our Facebook or Twitter? Who do we call? Escalation policies and knowing what to do often mitigates a detractor very early in his path from becoming a social media, landmine that you see or read about in the newspapers. So governance and ethics and privacy policy, social media policy, and triage plan are really good first steps to avoid them. There will be detractors. They're very much a part of a healthy ecosystem. If you go into a jungle, there's no jungle without decay and bacteria, and those prove that the environment or the ecosystem is actually healthy. If you see a Facebook fan page and there's not a complaint anywhere, wonder why. Because it's not real. It's not real. There will be problems. Social media allows a brand to address a problem early, and for everyone else watching that problem being solved publicly, if it is an ugly situation, you take it offline. May I have your Twitter, can you follow me so I can DM you? Can we have your email address so we can message you? Can we have your phone number to call you? So yes, there are steps to take outside of social networks to resolve a problem. It's also about social listening. One of those things I said you're going to need as a tool, because monitoring brand sentiment tells you where there's a problem before it escalates and gets out of hand. By having your ear to the ground. Then you know when mentions get higher than normal. And these are often an indication that there is a situation that needs addressing, pretty smart. And social listening tools will enable you to do that. But you're also going to need the hostess, the community manager, who's also paying attention. There's nothing worse than you see a company or a brand that does a hit and run. They post and they go to lunch. Qantas Luxury Fail, a really good example of that case study. They posted a contest after their flights were grounded, and this caused them major problems. And for about 5 hours, their 4 community managers took a coffee break. And by the time they got back, it had made the Sydney Morning Herald, and it made the 6 o'clock news. So yes, it started on Twitter and it got to the newspaper. But having people paying attention, community managers, technology, and policy is ways in which to keep that from going out.